Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and I've received some inquiries about the new Delmarva Football League I'm doing for Fast Drive Football by Al Wilson. So I figured I would give an introductory video for the league. So that way you guys can see how it's all set up, get introduced to the teams, what kind of season we're doing. So without any further ado, it is the Delmarva Football League. It is the inaugural season, and there are 12 teams in the league, 2 divisions. And I've split the divisions up so the 6 teams closest to the Chesapeake Bay are in the Chesapeake Division, and those closest to the Delaware River and Bay are going to be in the Delaware Division. But we have 6 teams in the Chesapeake Division of the DFL. First is the Cambridge, Maryland Bridgers. There's a great big bridge on Route 50 goes through town, so that's why I called them the Bridgers. Well, we have the Cambridge, Maryland Bridgers. We have the Cape Charles, Virginia Pointers, because they're all the way down there on the point right next to the bridge tunnel that goes across the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay. So the Cape Charles, Virginia Pointers. Next up we have the Chestertown, Maryland Geese. It's a big flyway for migratory waterfowl, and October, November, you can find geese all over the place around Chestertown. So, just named them the Geese. Honk. Yeah, that's when they score a touchdown, everyone in the stands goes, honk, honk. Next, we have the Easton, Maryland Sentinels. Just sounded tough. But, the Easton, Maryland, the Sentinels, they did a pretty good game. They lost to Seatown 31-21 in the first game. But, they've got a really good team. We'll show you the teams in detail here shortly after this introduction. The Onancock, Virginia Indians. Onancock, Virginia, which is on the northern portion of the northern-ish portion of the Virginia part of the Delmarva Peninsula. And to round out the Chesapeake Division, the Pocomoke City, Maryland Rounders, south of Salisbury, Maryland. But we went ahead and Route 13 goes around Pocomoke City. They're the Rounders. Why not? So that is the Chesapeake Division. The Delaware Division is going to consist of the Dover, Delaware Senators. It's the name of the high school team. Cool name. I like it. Kept it. The Georgetown, Delaware Junction. It's the county seat of Sussex County, Delaware, and all the roads, really, until they started putting the highways in, all the roads went to and from Georgetown. So, Junction. They got a big circle in the middle of town. They have returns day after elections, so it's still a social hub of sorts. The Newark, Delaware Northmen. Well, they're all the way up there. The northernmost team in this league, north of the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal, the C&D. Ocean City, Maryland Surf, because it's Ocean City and there's surf. So, and you're going to notice I didn't really go with conventional naming of teams. That's 4 teams that don't end in S, and there might be one more, I'm not sure. The Rehoboth Beach, Delaware Walkers, they got that huge long boardwalk. Ocean City does too, but surf was already taken. So the Rehoboth Beach Walkers, named for the boardwalk. And the Salisbury, Maryland Arbiters. Just a cool name. But located about 2 or 3 miles into Maryland, south of Delmar, Delaware, just across the border. So they could easily have been in the Chesapeake Division, but I figured shoot over from Ocean City, you've got Salisbury, so it's more geographically. So the Delaware Division's kind of doing this thing, and the Chesapeake Division's doing that. So it works out. Geographically speaking, do pretty good with rivalries and such. East-west, a little north-south. This is the inaugural season. I used commissioner mode in order to create the league. It's a 12-team league where you're going to have a 16-week schedule, and we'll have 2 playoff games. Each divisional number 2 will take on divisional number 1. I'll just use standard tiebreakers. Head-to-head win-loss, head-to-head points scored, maybe something else. But yeah. And it will be followed by the championship game. I haven't named the championship game. The Peninsula Bowl. That's it, the Peninsula Bowl. So yeah, guess what? We're going to change that real quick because I want to. Uh, Run down championship game. The Peninsula Bowl. There it is, the Peninsula Bowl. And then we'll do off-season stuff leading to season 2. So yeah, I'm going to run with it for a while, see how it goes. I won't do all the games online. I'm sure I'm at least going to do week 1. Pick a game of the week as we go. You know, teams that are getting closer and tighter, and games that seem like they might have bearing on the season. But yeah, we're doing it. Let's see. Let's introduce you to the teams. That's the point where we are. So we're going to go in order that we had them before. In the Chesapeake Division, we have the Cambridge Bridgers. As you can see, they do not have a great offense, really, at all. They've got a good defense, and their kick return game is good, and they're pretty good with the special teams there. Let's see. Next, we're going to have the Cape Charles, Virginia Pointers. Cape Charles, Virginia. They've got a decent offense, but a little bit hectic at times, it seems. Not so much on the defensive side of things, but if it comes to the kicker, it's probably going to be a good. So they should be a head coach. Yeah, head coaches for Cambridge is Don Ariano. Not the greatest head coach, but he got the job. Luke Moore is a good coach in this league, and he is definitely offensive minded, as is indicated with the team here. So we'll see how Cape Charles does. Then we have the Chestertown Geese, head coach Dave Robinson. They're a decent offense, but they can be clumsy at times. Defense is not much to speak of. Doing okay on special teams there, so we'll see how Seatown does. Next we have the Easton Sentinels from Easton, Maryland. They got a good offense. They got a good defense. Head coach Don Turner with those special teams over there. The Easton team, even though they lost by 10 points in the first game against Chestertown, look for better things to come from Easton as the season progresses. The Onancock Indians. Solid, reliable, and efficient at times on offense. Not much to speak of defense, but nothing bad. And the special teams are pretty good. Head coach Dick Tower, as long as he can get things by that selfish front office, ought to be doing pretty good with the Onancock team. Pocomoke City. They're decent. They got some qualities there on offense and defense. Not much to write home about. Kicking game is good. Head coach Bill Thomas. We'll see how Pocomoke does. In a division with Easton, that might be kind of tough to do. And now we go to the Delaware division. The Dover Delaware Senators have a reliable offense. Vincent Lee, head coach, has tried to make sure of that, and he's trying to instill some aggressiveness on defense, make some stuff happen. He's got a good kicking game. We'll see how Dover does. The second team in the Delaware division is the Georgetown Junction. They don't make a lot of mistakes, and they're going to be a middle-of-the-road team for head coach Cooper Lim. Pretty good special teams could make the difference in a game or two. We have the Newark, Delaware Northmen. Not the greatest offense at all. Dull and clumsy. They're going to commit some errors, erratic at times. A decent defense, kind of active, so they're not going to just roll over, but a little bit better than middle-of-the-road defense. Suspect on special teams there. Head coach Dave Harris has got his work cut out for him up in Newark. Next, we're going to have the Ocean City Surf. Same there, middle-of-the-road team for head coach Ken Ross. So-so on the kicking game. Offense and defense, he's got what he's going to get. We'll see how Ocean City does as the season goes on. The Rehoboth Beach Walkers. Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Fifth team in the Delaware division. Head coach Red Chamberlain's got, again, middle of the road. Sometimes the defense can be mild or passive, so they're going to have to really work to overcome that. But the disciplined offense and the special team kicking game could offset that. And the final team in the Delaware division, the Salisbury, Maryland Arbiters. Not a good offense, not a good defense. Special teams, head coach Norman Harbaugh is going to have his work cut out for him. They're going to be probably near the bottom of the division. But we'll see how it goes. So, guys, that is the Delmarva Football League using Fast Drive Football by Al Wilson. So, any questions or anything, comment down the doobly-doo. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to roll out 3 more football games real quick for the Delaware division for the first week. If not tonight, tomorrow. But, yeah, really enjoying this game. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware. Keep on rolling.